Welcome back, everybody. It is Blu-ray Monday. So last week we started the video last Monday of the Blu-ray series. As you know, I'm starting to collect a lot of physical media, especially on the PlayStation. With everything going digital now, I want to make sure I've got the games I want to play and can play them anytime I want. I don't have to subscribe to a certain, a certain channel or a certain subscription just to play a game. And it's exactly the same with movies. I feel like, obviously everything's going subscription now, so Netflix, Disney, Amazon. But it's getting very frustrating when you're actually in the mood to really watch a movie, unless you've kind of got a Fire Stick or whatever, if you know what I mean, that you can do it. But for me, I just like having that personal feel of able to watch, like The Godfather if I was in the mood for it, or The Sopranos. I don't have to go and try hunt it or pay for it on Amazon and have it digitally and it can get taken off. And so for me, when I started collecting PlayStation, I wanted to really focus on also getting Blu-rays and 4Ks, and that is definitely, and focus on the main movies that are my favourite, and also movies that I want to see. And and I think, as I said, a few comments prior to last week, you think it is a dying market, physical copies of media and movies, even cinema these days. You know what I mean? Cinemas is certainly, is going downhill, and cinemas are struggling a lot. There's not been really a great amount of movies out recently, and it's just a bit of a tough time for movies. I think everything's getting pushed back. I think the next movie that I'm looking forward to is Deadpool. Versus Wolverine. I think that's it's been pushed back to, I think, July. So with everything going on in movies, I just feel like it's more important than ever now to actually start getting a physical collection. And as you know from last week's video, I picked up some absolute bangers like the Lord of the Rings and stuff. So I'm delighted to get those added into my collection. It's great that the PlayStation 5 is a Blu-ray player and stuff like that. But in time, we are going to start upgrading. I'm looking to get a brand new 4K TV, surround sound and stuff. So movies is like my passion. I absolutely love movies and TV shows. I love reading the books that go about, like Game of Thrones. I read the books first before watching the TV show. Books are 10 times better than the TV show. I'm passionate, and that's where it kind of crosses over, because I'm only collecting PlayStation games that are TV movie related. We've got The Godfather in there. We've got Rambo, Wolverine, Deadpool. So I really want to tie it in with the movies, and my favourite movies as well that I just absolutely love. So we've picked up some more Blu-rays this week, and I'm happy what we've picked up. Some great movies. Some of them are my favourite, easily in my top 10. So let's go through that, and then we'll discuss each one and see if you've seen the movie or not. So honestly, leave comments, guys. I know this video wasn't as popular as my other gamer channel, but I want to make this about movies and Blu-rays as well, not just focused on gaming, but having twice. But as you can see behind me, we've now got a better HQ we set up here. We've got middleware posted up here. My favourite movie of all time, Lord of the Rings. So I'm glad to get this wee area looking better. But so the first movie I picked up is The Martian with Matt Damon. So this is actually one of my favourite movies. I've watched this probably about 20 times. A movie that I can just get watching all the time. Matt Damon, pretty much they go to Mars on a kind of expedition. Unfortunately, he ends up getting stranded. They think his crew members think he's dead, and but actually he remains alive, and he pretty much survives in finds a way to survive on Mars until a rescue mission get back. So absolutely, I love the concept to it. It was absolutely brilliant. I think it's one of Matt Damon's best movies that he's done, and just a really good concept. I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend if you've not seen The Martian. It is definitely up there with my top 10, because it's just a movie that I can constantly watch over and over and over again for some reason. And I quite like Matt Damon as an actor. I think he's really good. So happy to get this one added into the Blu-ray collection. Next movie is Brad Pitt World War Z. Now, I heard rumours that supposedly they're going to be making another one of these, and I hope they do, because this one's an absolutely brilliant movie. I think a part of it was actually filmed in Glasgow. I remember way back then when they were filming it, I think this was the movie. So yeah, really, really interesting movie, obviously, infection, especially now since COVID. It makes you think about all this kind of stuff, what would actually happen if this happened in real life. People kind of turning with due to infections and stuff like that, and I think that's probably made people a lot more imaginative when it comes to things like this, like in a survival status, what would happen if it happened in real life and stuff. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this. Great movie. Brad Pitt obviously trying to find the cure and find out what the cause is and stuff. So yeah, brilliant movie. If you've not seen this, highly recommend it. It's a brilliant movie to watch, and it really makes you think about what if that kind of things happen in real life and stuff like that. So yeah, good movie. Yeah, only £2, so I'm absolutely delighted to get this in the collection. That's, I mean, like, Blu-ray prices at the moment are just so good in price that I just can't complain picking these up, because they're just so cheap, which is crazy. Next movie is another Brad Pitt movie, and I think definitely up there, one of his best, and that is Fury. Brilliant. He's a tank commander in kind of World War II. Absolutely brilliant movie. Definitely up there, one of my favourite war movies. Yeah, just absolutely brilliant. And yeah, obviously him and his crew, some really good actors in there, like Shia LaBeouf and as I say, Brad Pitt and stuff. But yeah, just a great cast, great story, and yeah, it does really make you start thinking about what these guys had it like back in the day in World War Two. I know a lot of people just wouldn't even survive now, even thinking about stuff that they had to deal with back then. But yeah, this was for two, a really good slipcover, and for £2, definitely one of the best war movies I think there is. And yeah, makes you think. But yeah, happy to get this one added in. Let me know if you've seen this or not, because it is an amazing war, or any war movies that he's recommend I should be picking up. I know there's obviously Save It Private Ryan, The Pacific, and Band of Brothers and stuff like that I've all seen. But yeah, you can let me know what your thoughts are. That I know one of my Navy movies is Tom Hanks' Greyhound. What an absolute amazing movie that was. That was on Apple TV. Yeah, fantastic. It's not really a movie out there with Tom Hanks. It's not good, is there? So next movie to add in the collection is Green Lantern. Now this is just a good wee fun movie. I've got the game Green Lantern somewhere. Yeah, so yeah, kind of glad to get the 4K added in. So yeah, listen, Ryan Reynolds. Listen, I'm a massive fan of Ryan Reynolds. So really, just fun movie to do. It's not the best movie out there, not by far, but it is just a really good movie to add to the collection. As I said, I've got the game, so I enjoyed it, and I certainly like watching it. On the odd occasion when I'm just in the mood to just put something on in the backgrounds, and yeah, definitely up there with a good wee movie to have. Now, samurai movies. I'm so into samurai at the moment since I watched Shogun TV show on Disney. If you've not seen it, absolutely amazing. I won't give any spoilers out, but yeah, it was a really fantastic show. I don't mind watching shows with subtitles. Some of the best movies like Ip Man, for instance, that was a fantastic movie. Those Ip Man 1, 2 and 3. I think there's an Ip Man 4, but it wasn't that great. But yeah, Ip Man 1 and 2 and 3 are fantastic. Obviously English subtitles, but yeah, so obviously samurai, I'm kind of really into it at the moment. I want to try and get some games in as well, but the movies has just got me really in the mood to watch a lot of the movies again. So when I seen this one, and I think it's definitely one of my favourite samurai movies, is Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Now this is I think a masterpiece. I think it's definitely one of Tom Cruise's best movies, and yeah, pretty much he basically ends up getting caught in war as a kind of prisoner, and ends up learning their culture and eventually becoming a kind of samurai. But yeah, absolutely an amazing movie. and it ties in quite well with Shogun and stuff, like how it was like about with an Englishman, and kind of going into that Japanese world and their beliefs. But yeah, absolutely fantastic movie. Again, let me know your thoughts on this, and if you've seen it. If you've not, honestly, you're missing out a lot on this. So yeah, happy to get that added in. So next one is probably up there, one of the best like, action movies up there at the moment, especially in this day and age. It's not not your typical Arnold's walking at that, or your stuntman stuff, but just like how an average day punter looks like these days, and then getting a really action movie, a bit like Jason Statham kind of movies. But yeah, that is John Wick. Now this series 1, 2, 3, and 4 are just absolutely brilliant. The first one is by far my favourite. Just basically, if you've, I don't really want to give too much spoilers away if you've not seen John Wick, but you should have really seen John Wick by now if you've not. It's an absolutely amazing show. And it basically gets brought back into his world of being a kind of like an assassin in a way. He's meant to be the best. Unfortunately, a circumstance happens. He ends up getting brought back to the world he's trying to get away from, just due to unforeseen circumstances. And goes on a lot of revenge. But yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. If you've not seen this, John Wick, highly recommend getting this added into your collection if you've not got one already. But great game. Great movie, sorry. But yeah, I'd love to. I'm actually unsure if they brought a John Wick. It would be good if a John Wick game came out, because it is just a fantastic. It's definitely up there, one of the best action movies I've seen in a long time. So next one is, I've just recently watched this, and it's a movie that I've read the book, and I was going to watch it in cinemas, and then because I work away a lot, it never happened. Then things came up, and then so I only seen this maybe a few weeks ago, and I'm absolutely addicted to it. And that is Dune. So yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic movie. At first I thought, I don't know, but once I seen it, I thought I'm absolutely hooked. Obviously, I know the second one's out, and I missed. And the only reason I didn't see that in cinemas because I didn't see the first one. I didn't want to then go and see the second one without seeing the first one, so I missed out on that as well, which is quite frustrating. But I know that this is coming in. You can get this in 4K, and I think June 2 is coming out soon in 4K. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold off and watch the second one until I pick up a 4K series, 4K version of it, and probably watch this one again in 4K, and then I'll go and watch the second one. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. The book was fantastic, and to be fair, again, some amazing actors in this, and I loved the story. I loved how it was. Just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So probably one of my favourite movies I've seen in a long time. So just my work phone. Sorry about that, work mobile went off, typical. But yeah, so Dune, an amazing movie, definitely one of the favourite movies I've seen in a long time. Picked it up at HMV, so do you know what, and that's the good thing about going back to collecting Blu-rays and stuff. I've not been in HMV in years. Must be, I can't even remember, must be a long time, must be 5, 6, 7 years, honestly. So it was quite good actually popping back into an HMV again, and yeah, it just kind of brought me back, kind of nostalgia, going back and looking at movies and stuff like way back in like Blockbuster days. It was just great, and it was great just to see all these old movies are getting obviously remastered into Blu-ray, and so yeah, it was just great going there and just spending like, I think I was in there for about a good 40 minutes just looking at all different movies and movies I've totally forgotten about, and managed to get them back in Blu-ray and stuff. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting a bit more involved in the movie sides. I said I'm picking the Blu-ray version up, and then eventually in time I think what I'll do is upgrade it to 4K. So like 4K Ultra HD. So I think I'll definitely be doing that. But in time I just want to focus on the Blu-ray, and then we'll start doing that. Hopefully the 4K prices will come down. Yeah, because obviously they are quite expensive at the moment for some of the 4Ks. But yeah, so that's my collection so far, what I picked up this week. I think that's a pretty good wee collection. The good thing is you're not spending an absolute fortune to do this. So yeah, maybe like 20 quid all in maybe. For just like all those movies. And now that's me got them. They're mine now, so I can watch them anytime. And I think that's the joy of it. So yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to collecting physical media. Do you still do it? What's your thoughts on current movies? And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on my collection so far. But yeah, I hope you all have a good one and a good Monday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Please leave a like, leave a comment, please, because I always enjoy the comments and interacting with you guys. And also, please subscribe. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.